family, it's Herbalist Viola. Welcome to Very Wise Alternatives Podcast. Sending you guys love, peace, and light. Sending you positive vibes. I know you're doing well this morning. I know you're doing well, period. I know. I got a email that I just want to, answer the supporter questions. And I know I spoke on this before, and they were saying that healing is hard. It is. It's just how hard we make it. I mean, if we look at it, it's really not that bad. It's our choices. It's our free will. It's us saying, yes, I'm tired of this pain. It's us saying, I don't want to live like this no more. It's us pretty much putting the sugar down. I mean, if we look at the starches and sugar we eat in the processed foods, there's the culprit. Bottom line. So if we look at things like if we go 100%, so 50 is food. It's really 90. I would say 90 is food, but not necessarily, because you can eat. You see, as kids, we can eat everything and still be fine. Remember, our bodies is growing, we moving faster than we are now. A lot of us are slow, not moving fast, not taking the simple thing of walking serious enough. We don't take walking serious. We must take walking serious, especially if you're, I would say, 40 to 45 pounds over your normal weight. So if you're supposed to be 200 pounds and you 240, 250, yeah, that's a problem. If you're in your, high 300s, 400s, that's a problem. You take your time and walk, family. I know I was speaking to a young lady. She was here serving in my house, and she was saying, I have this baby weight and I just want to just take it off. How can I do it? I'm like, well, I asked her how old was her children. She had twins, family, so that's even more important. She had twins, and the fact that she was breastfeeding or semi-breastfeeding, she was still eating really for 3. And not necessarily eating for 3, but we're talking about the vitamins and nutrients, and, we got to look at our overall diet. We have to look at how much exercise we're getting, Are we walking? Are we still taking those prenatal vitamins plus our minerals? Are we eating a well-balanced diet? But are we walking, family? Are we really walking? And I'm not talking about your daily steps. I'm talking about on top of your daily steps, 10,000 steps. Ask my girl Pam. Pam, you looking good. I know you're still looking good, Pam. Well, not still looking good. I know you're still out there walking. I know you out there walking. I would love for you to give a shout out. Would love for you to get the shout out. But all serious aside, family, if we take the time and do our normal activity, and when I mean normal, not sit on a not sit down for 8, 12 hours. No. That's you going to bed and getting rest. But we don't rest but 9 hours, a good 9 hours. I just put 9 hours. But back to the 100%. So I know I said 99 in the rest. 99 is the food, but it's really more than that. It's really 50% of the food, and then we have to account for 20%. And I say this heavy, 20% for those who are taking medications and for those who are taking over 10 medications. I would say over 3, between 3 to 10. But we have people that's taking over 10 medications. And those that's in the 15, yeah, that's a lot. And family, don't say your herbal remedies or medications. And when I say that lightly, yeah, they're herbal concoctions, herbal treatments, but they're for your organs. We're talking about, because I hope you really get that this medicine that the doctors and the pharmaceuticals, that's herbs, but it's synthetic. They alter it and doctor it up to where it's strong or weak, but it's synthetic. It's has chemicals. It's been altered. It's been manipulated, GMO'd, and other things added, and it's harmful to our liver, our kidneys. I mean, you have to read the side effects. Read the side effects. We're talking about something that's harming you and harming you in a way you really don't know. You're thinking, no, it's fine, but it's harming you, and if you don't reverse it, you're going to get worse. The healing is going to happen. Healing is not going to happen, especially if you're not sleeping. Now, I speak about that a lot. If you're not sleeping, family, you're not healing. And when I was leaving, as simple as walking, and when I was saying out of 100%, 50 is food, 20% is medicine. If we look at the last 30%, if we put our emotional, our spiritual, our, just our overall, I would divide that into, 15, our emotional, because, and in a way, I would give that the last 30, only because how you are triggered and how you let things bother you, affect you, just because we can let people screw our whole day up just by saying one word, a couple of words, making you mad, throwing you off. And if we could just, that's why I'm always talking about meditation. Because if you don't need to take that call, don't take that call. If you don't want to answer that call, don't answer that call. If you don't answer that text or email, woo side, baby. Woo, think about something else. Look at things and be like, yeah, it ain't taking my joy. Laugh at it. If y'all notice, I laugh on purpose. It's like some is unintentional, because we have to realize and take in account what helps us grow, love, and all that good stuff, because we don't want cortisol running through our body, making us sick and making us just grumpy. And women, you are losing so much estrogen. And I say you need a lot of estrogen. You just need to balance it. But a lot of us has too much estrogen, where, it's just making us sick. Like some men have too much testosterone, because men don't need estrogen and women don't need testosterone, Only when you got needed that really adrenaline, that adrenaline that makes you, strong. But we only need that at points when it stops the healing process. But what I mean by the whole 20, the whole 100%, if we look at the foods, 50. If we look at, our spiritual health, 30. Spiritual and mental is really all in there in that 30, because they're not the same, but they're the same. Because if we get our mental game, this is why I'm saying meditate, earth. This is why I'm saying go rebound. If you need to go, they have places to where you can go, hit a pillow. You can go hit a punching bag, but there has this place to, like I spoke before, where you can go and break glass, screen, break down walls. They have I forgot what it's called. It's one of those destructive rooms, and they're like, I wouldn't pay for that. Man, I'm telling you, if you go in there and start breaking stuff, you be like, yes, I feel so good. Some people just need to scream and let it out. Some people need to face what they need to face, but you don't actually have to face that person. Write a letter. I don't feel like I ain't writing no letter. Write a letter and don't mail it. Boil it up, throw it in the trash, or bury it. Or just say what you have to say into the phone, record it, and then delete it. And sometimes we need to realize what we be so angry about. And you'd be like, what are you really so angry about? And it'd be like nothing. It'd be like something so petty. Yeah, somebody wanted to fight you. Who cares? Let it go. Everybody don't like you, just like everybody don't like me. But do I cry about it, be mad? Nobody want to hear the hell out of what I'm saying on this podcast. But you let them keep moving. And what's for me is for me. When people listen to my podcast, it's my audience. It's Very Wise Alternatives audience. It's the people that really, wants to hear what I have to say. And keep it pushing, because it's your healing. It's just like your business. It's all about your business. It's about your business with your family, your business with your mate. Everything we have is like a contract with each other. It's like business. It's like, It's like you taking the time to listen to me. You are using your energy to listen to me. And it's the same thing with healing. Same thing, with your mental, well, I'm trying to break down. We shouldn't really care about who don't like us, because you've grown. Excuse me. I can see if they paying your bills. I had that cayenne pepper. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, I better go with that. Look, family, if y'all don't have that purple sage healthy living fire cayenne pepper, you don't really know what you're missing. I'm telling you, get on Purple Sage Healthy Living website and get that cayenne pepper. I make sure I keep it, and the only reason I'm throwing this out there because a lot of people, if you have high blood pressure, bottom line, family, if you have any heart condition, bottom line, if you have any blood issues, meaning your blood is slow circulation, you need the cayenne pepper. There's a lot of stuff you need to get off my website, but that's if you have it. I got courses, but let's get back to your mental health. And some of that can help you with your courses. With your anger, but let me speak directly with your, with us. We can't please everybody. It's no way in this world. Everybody has haters. Everybody has haters. Okay, so Jesus died for what? Okay. So if we get that concept, because these parables and these Bibles should be telling you the stories to where, like I said, if you die right now and the people that go to your grave site, and if it starts pouring raining, those are the people that you should worry about. Those are the people that you should be celebrated for, who you should be ride or die with. Let's just put it that way. Everybody else, it don't matter, family. It don't matter. I know it took me a while to get that, but we can't please everybody. We cannot. Just like when I speak to people on the phone, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all I'm saying is the way you drink water is wrong. And if we check how we drink water, or if we, and I know sometimes y'all don't get it when I tell you like the basics, but that's where it starts. That's where it starts. Just like the question when she's saying it's hard to heal. It's how hard we make it. It's just how hard we make it. Yes, if you keep eating that bread and the wrong bread, how you expect to get less mucus out your body? If you're still eating the dairy milk, the dairy cheese from the cow, and you lactose intolerant, you have issues with milk, how you expect the healing process to really continue? How, family? There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world that you will get the true healing that you need if we don't stop. If we and when you go to the store, you have to read everything because there's milk in there. There's cow milk, and it don't say cow milk, but what else milk is there? What else milk are they warning you about? Especially the soy. What else they warning you about? So when we look at, oh, this person don't like us, that person don't like me, that's their problem. That's really their problem because they do not have to listen to the podcast. They never have to watch my videos. They don't ever have to see me for the rest of their life. Think about it. Because the only people that I'm concerned about is the people who suffer in silence, who really want to hear me, because everybody resonates to whoever they need to resonate. But back to you healing. That's another way of healing, because sometimes when somebody irritates you or aggravates you, you have to look at what's really bugging you. What is really about that person? Because if that person didn't slander you, hit you, or physically hurt you, you should have no qualms. Like, we should not take somebody else's opinion about somebody if we didn't have any issues with that person. That's a big thing that I know a lot of people need to learn, but they don't. But I know we're talking about healing, but all this is healing. All this is healing. And when I say take a simple walk, meaning if you know you do 10,000 steps, your normal routine, your body normally does 10,000 steps a day, you need to do an additional. I promise you, family, do an additional, because that's you intentionally doing 10,000 steps. You out there walking, getting that extra stuff because your body is not used to that. And this is why I always go back to walking. go back to walking. Same thing with famous Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi say mucus is the cause, and none of us think about that mucus. Nobody think about that mucus until you like half near dead. You be like, dang, it's the mucus, the parasites, which I think they be swimming in. What you think the parasites be swimming in? What you think the parasites be eating? With them pooping and having to get laying eggs and all the other stuff, family. I know it sounds nasty. But once we get tired of that, because that's what I got tired of. I was like, wait a minute. So if I correct this blood and kill these parasites and add this these the other stuff they talk about, and make sure I do this extra walk, and I'm gonna feel all right. I feel all right, family. But we have to really look at the thing and what are our main things with us healing. If we sit down and write the top 5 things of how we're not healing, and you like sleep, then you need to focus on why you're not sleeping. If it's pooping, you need to focus on why you're not pooping, and support at verywisealternatives.com. It's a simple email. Now, I do charge if you want like personal time and want to sit down and talk. I do charge. Yes, the prices are higher because of what's going on in this world. And let's put it like this, family. Things are getting more, how can I say, like with inflation, with livelihood, and I'm doing things for charity. There's a lot of people out there in need, a lot of families. There's 3 other families that I'm helping, and not complaining or anything, but a lot of people are like, why you raise your prices? Because sometimes people have to say, put a price on healing. If you tell me how much you would pay to get healing, then that'll answer your questions of why I raise the prices. A lot of people are like, well, this and that. And I'm like, nope, I can't concern myself with some of these things that's not in my reach. So, and getting back to healing, it's a certain thing that we have to do and accomplish to get the correct healing. Like shrinking ourselves, making ourselves small, making ourselves small to accomplish for who? When the prices were the same, there was a lot of people looking at what I gave. So I said, nope, stop playing small and put yourself of your value, your worth. So it's a lot of times we have to look at our worth. Same thing with this healing. How important is your healing? How important, if we put the importance a different way of, so when you bought that bread, the flour white based bread, why did you buy it? Did you buy it because of the money that was cheaper? Did you buy it because you desperately need it? Or was it a want? Because some things is a want, some things is a need. We need to stick with our needs and screw these wants. Because we can want all day, but is it helping us, hurting us, or killing us? And if we put the importance on the healing, you would change and you would look at things a little differently. And then you would see, well, no, Viola, it's really not that hard to heal. It's really not that hard to not eat bread. But I know it's addicting. And that addiction gets us to buy things and want things and crave things. And this is when we have to say no. We have to say no and be strong. Drink our water, go out there and walk. And then really put the onus and the value on what needs to be valued. So, about healing hard, it's hard if we make it hard. It's hard if we look at the things that we look at and look at the things that we put the most value on, what's important because a lot of things is like minimum. A lot of things we make harder than what it really needs to be. And then it all depends on what is your issue. Is your issue getting out there, exercising? Is your issue out there really walking? Is your issue really that bad to where, you can't do it? Now, only thing's hard is like when I can say the people who have physical, where you can see that they have disabilities. You can see the person that doesn't have legs, doesn't have arms, but they be the main person that's working the hardest. Just like that gentleman who has no legs and no arms, and he's out there getting it. I mean, he out there walking, he's out there up there talking to people. He's just doing things because he's showing us is we put our own disabilities, we put our own dis-ease, we put our own fears and issues way bigger than what it is, and it be something small. And if we make it smaller, we'll see how it wasn't important. But the first thing we have to do is look at the issue and then come up with 3 ideas or 3 solutions. Just come up with 3 and then dig down on those 3. And I mean dig down. Use your mind. And like I said, I still do sit down and want to speak to me for 30 minutes. You can cash at me $20. And it's $ very wise 2020, but we must have a conversation first. Because I do brainstorming. It's only going to be brainstorming. And that's what I do. $20, Cash App. You can send me an email, and I do brainstorming where I just say a whole bunch of words and you just write things down to get things jogged out, get your mind, where you can sit here and focus. It says like with writer's block or anything, come up with business ideas. I just sit there and just vent. The same thing I be doing these podcasts is venting, just answering supportive questions, telling you my point of view from my experiences, from the things that I know works, that can be changed. And it's our power. But we got so much power, family. I mean, so much power. And we make it so small, and it's gigantic. If you just feel like the sun rays, that's the same energy you have in your body. You have that much power in your body to heal yourself through music, sound, for just saying you're healed, just saying it. Your body's changing because you're talking to your self-conscious. You're talking to your God body. You're talking to your senses. You're talking to your aura. You're speaking from your heart. You're speaking from that love. And you're like, wait a minute. This is not going to take me down. This is not going to hinder me. And, you do the damn thing. You starting the healing process. And just you answering the question, with just you asking this question, you already started healing because you want it that bad enough. And then it is, how bad do you want it? Y'all better go back to Eric Thomas and listen to what he's saying. How bad do you want it, family? Do you want it bad as you need to breathe? Whew. Then you found your answer. Then you found your solution. Because we can't put the onus on somebody else. It ain't nobody else's responsibility but ours. If you 18 or older, it's nobody's responsibility but yours, and you put that 100% responsibility on yourself, and then you do everything you can to get it done, family, to get it done. Whatever it is, it's up to you to get it done. If we know sugar feeds cancer, then what the hell we eating that sugar for, family? And I'm talking about the non-fruit sugar. So I'm a land my plane. If y'all on Clubhouse, I'm a land my plane right there. I'm going to end because, look, I love you. And you know what to do. Because I'm Herbalist Viola. And if you go to my website, it says I am a professional problem solver. And I was like, I'm going to own that. I can't coin it, but I'm going to own it. Because we know what our power is. We know what our power is, family. But look, like again, I'm Herbalist Viola. This is Very Wise Alternatives Podcast. Peace, love, and light. Until next time, family, look. Be safe. Keep your joy. Love your family.